Two-man game, TMG. Get the news fast, AMG. Game of two boxes. Name two boxers that hit as hard as this. Yeah, we're cutting to the truth. No, there ain't no narrative. Eyes up on the cup this year. Hear the stadium erupt this year. For my team, TMG.
Welcome to the two-man game. You know what it is. Pleasure to be here back in the studio. I don't know what this man is on. Right, man. It's always good to be here. We've got a special guest for you guys today. General Gerald.
Yo.
Cod aficionado.
Jazza.
Mr. Big City. Shiny suit boy.
Well, I'm just a guy, man. Let's not
You're a jag?
Just a guy.
I'm just a guy, man. I'm just
ball
a guy.
player. Nah, you can't be a ball player.
I'm not a role player, though.
Got one of the smoothest strokes on the basketball court.
Yes.
You know?
That jumper wet.
Sweat. Not Ruben, though. Like,
Nah, Ruben is different.
Actually, Joe more automatic than Ruben because he doesn't take those difficult shots.
It depends. When I get my rhythm,
So annoying.
I back myself. I back myself when I get in the rhythm.
Don't worry, I've got some new guarding techniques for you, but you know, it's always good to have you here.
Yeah, but it still won't work.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. A new face, you know.
We're gonna talk basketball today.
We're playing basketball. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Don't worry, man.
Yeah. We're gonna leave that one alone. Actually, that's like Mike, man. Good movie, man. Classic. Was that Jordan's on the thing that he was playing?
Huh?
Must have been Jordan's.
It was Jordan's.
Jordan ones.
Pretty sure there's a reason why it's called Like Mike, fam.
Honestly, I can guard my. I can guard Michael Jordan. Now. Yeah.
You still can't go.
I think he'll just hit you one fade away and you'll be done, G.
Have you seen those challenges like 10 shots, or you can if you can make 10 shots on Michael Jordan, or you can never listen to music again? Would you do it?
Wait. What's
Make one of the 10 shots?
One of 10?
Yeah.
On Michael?
Yeah.
See that? You got to try, fam. I mean, man's like 50 something.
You gotta give up music. You know how competitive Michael is, especially if you give him like
true, though.
2-3 months. That guy will get in shape.
A penalty against Neuer.
1 in 10.
Yeah, 1 in 10.
I think I'll back myself.
You back yourself?
1 in 10. I've scored this 1 in 10.
You blasting it. Yeah, I was blasting that.
No, I'll do my usual thing. If I haven't scored by the 5th penalty, I'm just blasting that thing. I'm blasting it. I'll close my eyes and blast.
I'm gonna blast it as hard as possible. Those challenges are mad though. I just think about it. Theoretically, there's some guys I don't even think I would even try, fam. What? Like if it was Wilt, they said one of
Wilt?
Yeah,
of course not.
That's a long one. Well, it's always good to have guys in the pod. Let's start with the quick questions.
Right. Quick fire.
Okay, I know some of them off by.
Do you want a cookie?
Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo.
See.
Mad thing.
Hope he gets the job done today.
LeBron or MJ?
LeBron.
Interesting.
Wow, that's interesting. Larry or Magic?
Magic.
What? What's in that?
Ali or Mayweather?
I don't know a boxing, but
You
I think Mayweather.
Okay.
Money mate.
You know Mayweather one. Okay. Lakers or Clippers?
Lakers.
Let me think of something. Knicks. 2000, Knicks 93.
Huh? Wait, what?
You know Knicks?
Did you say Knicks 2000, Knicks 93?
Yeah.
As in the year 2000?
Yeah. You know the one when you made the final?
93.
93. Oh yeah, you know you and this team. And then what's your favourite sport?
Basketball. Man.
Basketball.
Yeah.
It's the first basketball aficionado.
Wait, Zion or Luka?
Huh?
Zion or Luka?
Luka.
Fair enough.
Of course, man. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
Until Zion gets
when
his
Zion
own
can shoot, then maybe we can say something.
When Zion gets his own team, obviously I think they have to trade Ingram eventually. Because I think Ingram thinks it's his team.
Yeah, it's true.
So there's always going to be a hindrance on Zion until they actually pattern that. But you know basketball, it's all about ego, isn't it? And I don't think Zion hasn't got big ego like that.
Yeah, Zion is I think he's still a kid. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got the killer in him yet.
Is he like LeBron? Like when LeBron was young, he was kind of like kind of a nice guy. Then eventually, when you start growing, you realize some of these guys don't have it. You have to just do it yourself.
Like I was watching a clip on NBA, like Mike Top during the All-Star game when Zion was like talking to Zach LaVine, and you can just tell Zion's just like a kid, just happy to be here. Like he just like he's one of the most physically gifted people ever to enter the NBA. But I think he's just got to develop that kind of, you know, like
Killer.
get at you mentality, and then he can be a serious baller. I mean, he's a good baller already. Bro.
I see the progression in his game. Obviously, I don't think he doesn't rebound the ball enough, but I think he can score more if he wants to. If he really wants to, and he sorts out his conditioning, and obviously gets a credible shot, which over time players like that they tend to do. If you look at what LeBron has done, like if you really model yourself, all you need to do is just become respectable, and then you can drive to the basket and do what you want. Just takes time, innit? Just takes time. Obviously, Luka, full package.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's got everything, man. He's added the 3-point shot to his game.
Added.
I just
increased it.
I question how much better he can get though, because it's not like he's got like, I mean, like if we're talking like fundamentals, like as a player, like obviously great shooter, you know, just a great player overall. But I feel like his athleticism limits him.
I don't think he has, but I think the issue is with the NBA is all athleticism. So when someone comes in with technical skills, it really, really does do them in, because I think Doncic thinks faster than they move. That's his advantage. Like, so that's why really his athleticism, because he can't really get by you. That's why his step back is like one of his most lethal
like this
things.
guy.
Like
with
Larry,
his mind.
He's balling with his mind, as in like
Fundamentally sound.
Obviously he can't move like from side to side. He doesn't have any quickness, so he's just thinking, okay, if I can get to that spot, all I need to do is get to my spot. You can't hurry me up. It doesn't matter how athletic you are. I can do that. Because if you look at people that are more physically gifted, if you look around the league, there's so many people more physically gifted, but they don't do it enough. They're not as consistent because they're just relying on their athleticism. Some days you don't have it.
I think with Luka as well, to get better, show more effort on defense. I mean, maybe doesn't have the capabilities. You know, he's limited on that regard, that side of the ball. Free throw wise, it could be better. I mean, I want to see him shooting at least 8%. I don't think he's touched that yet. 3-point percentage wise, you know, he's Luka's weird because he's a good shooter, but it takes so many bad shots, and so his percentage. You look at his percentage, you be like, what? These guys shoot better than him. But
That's like Harden though.
Yeah, same with Harden. The other guys that shoot better than him, like, you know, I think even Lonzo's probably shooting better percentage than him. Those guys, they take, you know, catch and shoot, you know, corner spot shots. They're not taking off the dribble shots like Luka and the Hardens do. But, you know, if you can be more clinical there, and then just be consistent, you know, improve his leadership skills. You know, people question his leadership at the start of the season. You know, was he coming into the season in shape? Was he ready to do this, to do that?
But I think,
but that comes with age. To be fair,
with the in shape thing, I think a lot of they were saying that a lot of players didn't know that the season was going to start so early. Most people thought it was going to start in January. So obviously, it must have affected some people's plans. And
at the same time, how long was the break though? Because I mean, guys like Luka were playing. Okay, I guess they got bounced out. Like,
they got first
early,
round,
but you know.
So it's a lack of professionalism, to be honest. From some people,
you should be ready.
But even LeBron was saying that. LeBron was just saying he's just lucky to play all these games. Like, it's really hard, like, for that break. Like, if you look at the teams that went to the final, look at the injury problems that they've had, or just in general the problems they've had. Like, the Heat haven't been a complete team for like most of the first half of the season.
It's true.
And the Lakers in itself, like, they got some new pieces, but it hasn't really meshed together. And look at AD now. AD is sitting at home, and the injury he's got is very similar to KD. You can't even come back too quickly from that, or you're done for the year. That's just 2 years gone. And LeBron, every year is valuable to LeBron, man. Every year is valuable.
Yeah, he's used KD as a coach to return. You know, obviously it was just All-Star weekend. It was a great weekend. You know, some people thought they shouldn't have had an All-Star game. Some people thought they should, and it turned out to be, good in the end, like I just said. First of all, All-Star game draft. Hope you guys, looked into that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Team LeBron, Team Durant.
KD drafted poorly.
Yeah, I mean, I saw, once I saw, Team LeBron, it was like open shut case. I mean, that was a cold team. That's a cold team. Like, Team Durant, that's the kind of team our Lola drafts on 2K, fam. But I love Team LeBron, though. Team LeBron, that was a serious team. I'm telling you. Like,
well, obviously, what was bad is that KD didn't play in it. So it really affected his team.
And Embiid and Simmons, I believe, yeah.
And then I knew he was picking Kyrie. He's picking Kyrie.
Yeah.
But he basically just picked the East. Did he not just basically pick the East except for Kawhi?
Kawhi and Booker.
Yeah. So that technically that was it. And LeBron really had his eye. LeBron wanted to play with Luka. Obviously, we've heard reports that he was trying to sign him up for a shoe deal, be the first LeBron. So he admires Luka. he obviously wants to play with Steph. He's always wanted to play with Steph. He said, Giannis, I don't know. Maybe that was the thing. LeBron thinks Giannis is the best player.
Now I think he picked more Giannis because he knows Giannis is gonna play hard.
Did he say that?
I don't think he said that, but that's what I would look at. You know, Giannis All-Star game, he's gonna play hard. Because remember, Giannis blocked his shot towards in clutch time last All-Star. Like Giannis, you pick Giannis, you know the guys can give you points, rebounds, the guys can do it all. Like he's gonna be playing the hardest out of everyone.
Because no one is
like you don't want to play against Giannis in All-Star.
no one really, because exactly, All-Star game, no one's really trying to play hard. Like
That's true.
it's not. In fact, it's not really a game. It's a showcase.
The only person that was playing hard was CP3, man.
Giannis was playing hard.
Yeah,
He was hustling for them rebounds.
CP3 ran down James Harden and blocked him.
Yeah, but CP3 is a joker. Though, CP3 is just a.
He's actually
just
a punk,
dick.
fam.
He's a dick. Like,
I can't believe he did that. He must really hate Harden, though. He must really, really hate him.
There's animosity there.
But the thing is, they were so close to winning the title, so I don't understand why the animosity was there.
Because I feel like, because CP3 went to Houston right after the Clippers, right? I think if you take into account who he was on the Clippers, and then you put him on the Rockets, where it's Harden's team, in and out. There's no way you come into this team and think you got some kind of shared role. CP3 has always been like a leader wherever he's gone. Like those previous years at Clippers, New Orleans, you now put him in a secondary role to Harden. It's kind of like, okay, he's not gonna feel like how he wants to feel on that team.
The thing is, even with CP3, like everywhere he goes, he normally falls out with people. Like with the Clippers, the way it ended was it was a bit messy. It was a bit messy, obviously, with that. And I think he expected to win something. And the Clippers should have at least got to a conference finals with that team, with Blake, with DeAndre. Like that version of Blake, not this version. That version of Blake was top 5 player in the league at one point. Like literally, he could do it. Obviously, he never had a shot, but were you stopping him from getting to the rim? He was dunking. He could do a lot. But
I think top 5 is a bit of a stretch.
In
top 5
before Golden State
in the league.
That's a stretch.
Before Golden State.
Blake was top 5 in the league.
He's probably top 5 in the league.
LeBron,
Harden wasn't that.
CP3 was
2015. No, but
Steph
wasn't that good in 2015.
It's only year one thing.
No, 2000. I'm saying 2015. So Steph was the best player. You had LeBron.
Yeah.
You had KD.
Yeah.
Then who else?
Wasn't Kawhi around back then?
No, Kawhi hadn't really come out of his shell.
Carmelo was still cold.
Carmelo was good, but Carmelo was getting bounced out early that round.
2015.
Blake was good.
He was good, but
he was very good that season.
Top 5 is a serious.
He was probably the top 5 player in the league that year. That year.
Was he better than Westbrook back then?
He was better than Westbrook.
I don't think so.
He's bigger. It was bigger than Westbrook. What was Westbrook doing?
Was he? I don't know.
2015 is the season where KD got injured. Westbrook discovered triple doubles that season. He discovered it like late. He was like, oh wow, I can do this triple double thing, and then he took it into the he like suspended it for a year. Tried to do it, then he decided that I'm gonna do the triple doubles. You know what Westbrook was on.
Fair enough. I mean, for the All-Star draft, two different factions or people got disrespected heavily. The most obvious obviously was the Jazz, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell getting picked last. I can understand Gobert because Gobert ain't really your All-Star game type of player. Like, he ain't really going to shoot, ain't really going to score. People don't play defense. I mean, so if he's out here playing defense like a bad man, people start looking at him funny, So, yeah, I can understand that. But Donovan Mitchell, that guy can ball. I mean, for him to be bottom 2 was pretty surprising to me. Very surprising to me. I didn't think it could be that low. I mean, guys Sabonis and Vucevic getting taken over him. So yeah, that was surprising. But hopefully those guys can use it as fuel for their fire for the season. Because
Mitchell's better than Booker, but Booker's got clout.
Yeah,
because people love to say, "Oh, that boy Booker," it's cool to say that.
I don't know why.
It's cool to say that. I don't know. Booker's got a lot of it's the way he carries himself, but Mitchell's better than him.
I don't know why Booker's got that much clout.
Booker might not even be the best player on this team, fam.
Yeah, that's what the streets are saying.
This current point in time, man.
You know what it is? You know how the NBA works. First they love you, then they start expecting stuff from you, and then when you don't hit it, they're gonna start hating you.
It's crazy.
Booker's just been in that stage where he's just been bare love because they just think that he's been mistreated, and now you gotta start delivering.
I don't know why he was so low. But also PG, he was picked low. Like LeBron kind of saved him by picking him. He was picked very low. And this guy's having a really good season, even though it's, it's pandemic P, backward P, and all that sort of stuff. But he's having a really good season, and for him to get picked that low, for him, he should feel aggrieved.
I feel like what people did last season though is quite memorable. Going into this, because I feel like like the drop off in the playoffs for Paul George was a bit mad.
It's true.
It was a bit like man was shooting shots coming off the side of the backboards.
I can't remember.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't remember his last kid post-season.
Pandemic P.
I mean, even at OKC, he had awful post-seasons. So he's always saying he's injured. I don't know, man. It's just up to him, man.
He's one of the leaders for the most playoff games, shooting a certain amount of shots, 25% field goal percentage or less. He's up there with Jay West, I think Havlicek and some other guys.
Some great people on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them man played in the flipping 60s. So
The funny thing is,
they did not have the level of skill.
The funny thing is, him and Kawhi have actually been really good this season as a combo, isn't it? It's just that can they stay fit?
Yeah.
And I think Kawhi has actually lost. He's lost a yard of pace. Maybe he's lost something. Obviously, defensively, he doesn't even do anything anymore. Doesn't care. I don't think he cares that much, but he's just lost something. I think there's just something missing. But obviously, he's a great player.
No, I mean, so anyways, that's the draft. Anything you guys want to discuss regarding the actual game?
Awful.
Ah.
I was just up and down. I literally tried to outsign Curry, but Curry's Lillard's dad. So
yeah, no, the first maybe quarter, first half. That was Fusu ball.
yeah,
That was Fusu basketball, man. That was the turnovers were stupid. Like people not catching alley-oops and that. But I definitely feel like it got better. And one thing I will say that was like incredible to see was the shooting.
Of course,
and it kind of reflects how far players have come. Because if you told me like 10 years ago, guys can pull up 30 to 40, I'll be like, that's crazy. And that's the thing about the All-Star game. What I like about it is that because it's like a showcase more than a game, people have the green light to do anything that they want, and they can really show what they can actually do. So seeing Steph like just pull up from like 35 and it going in like it's a normal three, that's crazy to see.
That's crazy. The funny thing is I've seen Steph do that in a real game, man. I think he did it against OKC, like that one of the best regular season games I've ever seen, man. But him and Lillard, like where they're taking the game to, man, the shooting depth, like he's just so great for the next generation. But he just shows you what they value as well, because I think people like in basketball now, people value the 3-point shot more than dunking. Because remember, the dunk contest was the big thing. Now on All-Star Weekend, what are you gonna watch?
Yeah, exactly.
And the big stars are actually in the 3-point contest, and like, if you can't shoot the three, man, you're just not really
become obsolete.
Man. Unless you're just spectacular like Zion. But Zion couldn't even alley-oop. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was nervous.
But yeah, like, it's mad. But the thing is, like, it's at what point does the defense catch up? Because how the problem is, like, when guys can now do this, it's like, what? So they said telling me I got to pick him up, pressure half from literally the point where they cross the half court line. Do you know how mad that is?
For some people, they do. I think the first time I really noticed is the way Philly guarded Lillard. Simmons guarded him basically. As soon as he came to half court, man was in his face. Like he was basically trying to pressurize like half courts and stuff like that. But to the point is like Curry's a bit different to Lillard, because Curry doesn't always bring the ball down. Curry's one is like he's running off the ball, so his one is a bit harder to guard.
Yeah. You put you through mere screens.
He's gonna put you through screens and all. The way you guard Curry is a bit more physical, but with Lillard, it's like he's bringing the ball up. Like, so you actually have to bring a man up. Another example is like Trae Young as well. They like for Trae Young, they pressurize him as well, and he's really slight. So if you put a lot of like pressure on him, probably turn the ball over.
But I don't really back Trae Young to make that many shots though. Like Trae Young can hit the 30-footer, but at what percentage though? It's not like that Dame or Curry percentage.
But his threat is I guess if you're looking at that, his threat from hitting it from there is higher than the average. But he like what was it, top 5 from that deep?
Okay.
Third, yeah.
He's third. So if you know he's around there, you know he can probably just like shoot it.
Last time I saw statistics, I think he's at 32, but Dame was like, I think it was like 45 or something like that.
But it takes so many
from the deep threes he took.
45%.
There was a breakdown they did on ESPN. It was like, yeah, Dame. Is that we see that very high clip? I posted on our Insta. I need to look through it again to get the right numbers. But from what I remember, it's at least 40-45% was hitting from that range.
You practice that shot, man.
That's another thing. 10 years ago, 45% from 3, you're probably seen as the best 3-point
shooter
in the league.
Yeah.
This
And now
is some
you're
people
now-
are 50.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the league average is just like 38, 39% right now.
But is that a factor because there's no spectators, or
True.
is it just that people are getting better? Because you know the pressure of fans there, it can do like all the aesthetics, everything there will might
All the
change it.
distractions.
We'll
all the
only
noise.
find out when things return to normal, innit?
Yeah, man, I don't. But what I think is that the way the basketball court is set up is, I don't think it will ever like change. You might not ever have like directly courtside seats anymore, because they said that the quality of basketball is just better when people like they don't have to worry about running into the crowd. But obviously, you probably want that sometimes.
Yeah, but the courtside seats you can charge arm and a leg, and then
Want to break your leg?
Sorry,
You can break your leg as well.
yeah, we'll break yours.
Are you sure?
Break yours. I said in an open market.
Jump there when they jump into you.
Someone-
Sure, if Shaquille O'Neal was jumping for a loose ball,
I'm
and you're
gone,
there.
G. I'm gone, G.
The thing is with Shaq though is that he's actually gonna dive into the.
He's gonna
crowd.
dive into
He's
you.
not gonna like just like fall. He's gonna dive into.
So now, and you're looking, now you're looking. Do you know you're startled? You're not gonna move.
I'm jumping, G. That's I see my life flash before my eyes. Shaq in his pound like 325, 315 pounds.
You're gonna take what? You're gonna take You're gonna allow Celtics Shaq to jump on you.
I was like, heavy
Well,
guy.
what was back there like 350?
He was fat.
I'm gone, G.
that
I'm
was
gone.
hefty.
He was a heavy dog.
I'm diving the
How
other
about
way,
Kendrick
G.
Perkins?
Flip that. Kendrick Perkins, you know. He's probably another guy that's touching 300k. Not 300k, 300 pounds.
I feel like Kendrick at one point in his career must have been over 300.
Yeah, like
I think he is.
Kendrick Perkins.
He's a big man, you know.
Because even like when he was like his smallest, I feel like it might be like 280,
Yeah.
270.
280 KP. Shout out
KP.
Kendrick Perkins. Man's
Shout
always
out
sweating.
KP, the original KP. Not this fraud that's out here just goofing around. I'm joking. I like Porzingis.
Porzingis got more skill with his little finger than Perkins ever did.
Well, he
Have you
can't
seen
make it.
Perkins' skills? Have you seen his blue?
No, that
You
the
man.
dribble moves was slow.
There's no way they subbed him out. Next possession, they had to.
Anyways, you touched on the 3-point contest. What was your guys' takes from that?
It's the best thing about All Star Weekend.
All-Star weekend.
About this one All-Star weekend.
It's been the best. It's been probably the most anticipated event for the last couple
It
of
is
weekends.
when they have guys like of high level
Yeah.
shooting, contesting. But you don't have guys that of notoriety contesting, then it's not really that big.
Okay, obviously, it's obviously the names that make the contest. Obviously, if the slam dunk contest was LeBron, Zion, and what I don't know, Zach Levine, and Westbrook, then obviously every man will be like, "Oh my god, I got to watch this." But the big names, they do the 3-point contest. I'm waiting for LeBron to do it.
Do you know what though? Like,
I'm not.
If you're gonna bring guys like Steph, Dame, and whatever, don't bring Jaylen Brown, please.
I don't know why Jalen Brown was there.
Don't bring Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is a good scorer, but he's not a shooter like
he's
that.
scorer, not a
Jaylen
shooter.
Brown was
He's not a
shooting.
shooter like that.
Jalen Brown came to shoot.
It's kind of like if you ask, I don't know, like Joel Embiid come do 3-point contest. He can hit the threes, but like he's not gonna like get like 22 or something or 23. Gonna get like maybe 19.
I never seen Levine as a marksman like that as well, though. But he's a shooter, fam. He's made 11 in a game.
Yeah.
Well, I need to see KD in one of these. I don't think KD's been in one.
KD's not like, I don't think KD.
KD.
will
Well,
be.
you say
KD,
bring
yeah.
LeBron. KD's a shooter. KD should be in one of those.
He beat LeBron.
KD, he won't do it though.
He'll beat LeBron,
I
though.
want to see KD.
KD will beat LeBron.
Of
In the
course,
freeway.
that's not.
In the
Are you
3-point
sure?
contest.
Okay, LeBron will do this. Will do it.
Oh, what, if LeBron's out to
LeBron will make one. He just.
the weak ass jump step.
That's the worst move. I don't know how does a falling from it. It's because he can just burst by. He just.
Yeah, you have to honor it because
It's how long he looks at his hand for. Like it's like you're telling, like you've seen him do this how many
You see him
times,
do this?
and it's so slow, and you're still not ready for it.
Gosh.
yeah,
You have to honor it because if he blows by you, it's long as well. So
blows by your defense is collapsing.
True.
Someone's gonna open 3 in the corner. He's most likely probably a better shooter than him. So it's mad. It's mad. I mean, Matt Conley, he done himself justice.
Yeah,
First All-Star showed out. I mean,
Shouldn't have been there.
Somewhat pushed Curry in the final round.
shouldn't have been there though. Shouldn't have been in an All Star, but he should have been in the 3-point contest. Obviously,
yeah.
wonderful performance, but shouldn't have been an All Star. I don't think. How the Jazz have 3 is just stupid to me. Why the Jazz had 3 All Stars? I don't know.
It's
I don't
like,
get
it's
it.
like when the Hawks sent like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Was it
sense.
3 or 4?
Yeah,
four. Yeah, 4.
It's cool.
Doesn't make any sense.
Horford.
Was it Joe
and
Johnson?
I think Jeff Teague or something.
It's Teague.
Yeah, no, T. Yeah,
JT. You know what I mean?
You don't.
But LeBron knocked them down.
Do you think the Hawks were serious in that playoffs?
Hey, 4 All-Stars.
What? Oh my God!
Look, we're gonna. I feel like we're gonna see a repeat with Utah. The Hawks. The Utah is just another Hawks to me, to be honest. They're slightly better, but it's just
I'm more
another
faithful
Hawks
in
team.
Donovan Mitchell and them guys. I don't think they won't be as bad.
You know they lost first round last year. Just to tell you,
Who?
the Jazz.
Yeah, they were up 3-1.
It was top. It was top. No, but it was against the Nuggets and what the Nuggets did in those playoffs.
But look at the match. Like you're 3-1 up.
Okay,
You're
fine.
3-1 up.
Fine.
To lose a 3-1 lead, like every man that loses 3-1 lead is awful. It's just absolutely awful. It's just bad unless you got you're paying off the refs like a certain man. That's got 4 champions.
Say his name.
The one is paying off the refs to come back from 3-1 down.
All right, cool.
He's paying the refs off.
Okay.
He got Draymond to do something dumb. Now Draymond's his boy. How did Draymond become his boy? He's working, don't worry. Is Draymond his boy now? Well,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you're talking about.
Yeah, he
The
paid
spill.
off. He paid off the refs.
Paid off the refs. So, okay.
You know.
Oh, yeah, you were saying off camera that, you know, you want to go for the Bronze Championships.
Asterisk championships.
Oh, let's go for all of his finals.